locators that should exist. I'm going to start a party. I hope this works. I'm going to test my audio later. The first one is an iron locator. So you take these, right? Simple enough. You get a conduit out of that, and you surround conduit with anvil, and then you get an iron conduit. You do that 7 more times. You can surround a compass with iron conduits to get an iron locator. Now what this iron locator should do is point you towards iron, and when you have it equipped, because we used conduits, it should give you a 5x5 block radius sight, so you can see through the stone and whatnot to actually find the iron. Now the second thing we're going to be talking about is a gold locator. Now you get this by the simple crafting recipe up here. Again, with the Noctilus and whatnot, you get a conduit. I would have used remember when apples were surrounded by gold blocks and then you get gold apples? Yeah, I was gonna do that, and then you surround those gold apples and you make a gold conduit, right? You do that, you get the gold locator. Now what the gold locator does is the same thing as the iron. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. Then with the diamond one, you do this. Simple enough, right? Then you got a diamond locator. Diamond locator does the exact same thing as the iron and gold one. So let's say there's diamonds somewhere, right? You have to mine to go and get it. And it's not going to show you exactly where it's at, because it's not like a map or anything. It just shows you the direction in which it is on a horizontal level. So you obviously have to dig down to get said diamonds. But again, you can see in a 5x5 block radius, so it's helpful. Then you got a lapis locator. Lapis is very good for enchanting. The reason why we need these locators, in my opinion, is because mining is just not as what it used to be. Mining's not as important as what it used to be anymore. So I think that we need these locators. It would be a great addition to vanilla. Then you got an emerald locator. Now this recipe is a little bit different than the rest. You have to get these totems of undying, and then you can use emerald blocks. In order to get the totem of undying, you need to spawn or find a what is it, a woodland mansion? Yeah. Or you have to trade to get the map to find it. So either way, you're still spending emeralds, and then you get an emerald locator. These are pretty much the same thing as the rest of the locators. However, I decided to add something into here. A mob spawner locator. You heard me right. You go ahead, you do the same thing with the Noctilus, right? But you need heads. Now these are a bit harder to get, but now they're easier to get with the trident of channeling. That way you can just zap a creeper real quick and get these said heads. However, dragon head you kind of have to get on your own by playing the game. You know, going to the end and whatnot. Then you gotta find the boat, so on and so forth. But you get the mob spawners, right, by using a silk touch pickaxe to get these spawners. And once you have these spawners, you know, you go ahead and make these mob head conduits. Now, you put a skeleton skull in the middle of here, right? And then you got a mob spawner locator. Again with the 5x5 block. However, you can't just, you know, it doesn't point you towards the direction. So what you have to do with these is you have to surround it by prismarine blocks and whatnot to increase its range. So every time you surround it with prismarine blocks, you get a little bit of a benefit. You know, it goes from 5x5 to 6x6, so on and so forth, until you reach a 40x40 block radius. So while you're using these locators to mine for diamonds or mine iron, you can actually end up finding a mob spawner, which I think is a good idea. I think these need to be added to bring mining back to its former use. See, with mining, why mining is not good anymore is because of the 1.13.1 update. You don't really need to mine anymore. You can just go around and go to village and end up getting things you need from there. Or you can find underwater temples. Usually they're pretty easy to find. You can even find igloos. If we can find one of those, you can actually get, you know, stuff out of it. So all in all, I think that's pretty basic, pretty simple. Now, what we can do, on top of which, I think this would be a neat addition. Where did we go? Where did we come from? Oh boy. So, anyways, oh yeah, we can use the compass to get back to spawn, right? Is that where it points? It points to spawn? Pretty sure that to be true. I don't think it points to spawn. Oh, it might. It might actually point to spawn. Yeah, it does. In a sense. Close enough to spawn anyways. So what I think would be a nice addition, right, is when you make these mob head conduits. Granted, it's really hard to get these mob spawners anyways without a locator and whatnot. But once you have the locator equipped, you can find them far more often. And what you can do with these, right, is you can go ahead. We don't have a crafting table, so I'll just use one of these chests. You can go ahead and you know, make mob spawners with them. So you can pretty much spawn any mob. But to get these mobs, you have to have eggs, obviously. So in order to get the eggs, right, it's just EGG, right? Chicken egg. Useful, right? Pretty useful. And sea turtle eggs, because why not? And while having these eggs, you can take things such as these said heads and make spawners for them. So let's say you need gunpowder, right? Take this creeper head. Well, you take this creeper head and then you surround it with eggs. So like that. And use sea turtle eggs, because why not? Let's get out of here with that. Now you got yourself a creeper spawn egg. I think these would be pretty useful because you have them in creative. Well, why not make a way to get them in, you know, survival? And you can only get one egg out of this. So you got one creeper egg. Let's say you want creepers, right? You gotta find all these mob spawners, get them with the Silk Touch pickaxe, and then you can finally have yourself, you know, creeper mob spawner. That's the same with the skeleton, the zombie, the wither. Like, you can even put animals in there, right? No, you can't. Because there's no animal heads. But you can make mob spawners doing this, and I think that would be a nice addition. You got yourself, you know, mobs. Because they got rid of the old grinder system, right? So why not add a new grinder system? I think that would be a great addition. Also, let's go ahead and find out why we never dig down. Well, never mind straight down. Because why not? Every time I do this, I end up dead. So let's see if he'll get me again. What? I don't remember this ever happening. Since when can you mine straight through bedrock in this game? What on earth? When did this become a thing, guys? When could you, like, just mine into nothingness on creative? I thought bedrock was like, hey, that's it. That's where you go. But nope, I guess you can mine through bedrock now. Well, that's interesting. Another thing I think they should add. So we got these out of the way, right? This is what people come for. But I really think that they should add, you know, other tools, because diamond can't be like the top tool. That's kind of irritating. I don't like it. I don't like it. Obviously, it'd be pretty, basic to put emerald tools, right? However, I don't think, I think that the emerald tools, this isn't PC. I just tried to get a block. So, I think the order should go, you got the wood, the cobblestone, the iron. See, now the gold has a benefit of its sort. It's faster at mining than iron is, but it's less durable. Now this, you get the best of both worlds. It's more durable, and it's quicker. I think that emerald should, mine slower, but be more durable or less durable. Mine a bit quicker, but better than iron, or better than gold in a sense. Now another thing you can do, right? It should be obvious. Obsidian tools, right? You encase a tool in obsidian, and it just gives it more health. But then again, I guess that's what the unbreaking enchantment was for. So if you go ahead and surround a tool with obsidian, you can get an obsidian-based tool, right? It adds extra protection. However, it decreases its overall stats. It'd be something to put in. See, this is the perfect spot to use this emerald locator because, extreme hills area, these are usually where emeralds are located, right? And it would just point us towards the emerald. Because, mining needs a bit of a boost. Because it's basically a useless thing to do now. So this would give, mining more purpose in Minecraft. I mean, literally, like, mining isn't something you do in Minecraft anymore. It's a waste of time when you can just go under the surface and get everything you need. You get these locators, and bada bing, bada boom, you get mine in Minecraft again. Plus, I think it'd just be a nice addition. Or a good mod, even, if somebody wants to make a mod. Well, don't forget to comment, like, and share this video if you go ahead and agree. Be sure to hit that notification bell, and this has been Preston a Pipe, signing out.